Time is something you have so much of when you're young. You'd give anything if you could give some of it away. The infernal stuff is like syrup, all clinging and sticky, especially when you're around 11 or 12 and you're on summer break and you're bored because you got nothing at all to do, and all that time stretching out in front of you like a wasted desert. All there is to do is struggle across it. You get up to age 20, 21, and that desert starts to shrink just the tiniest little bit. For the first time, you notice something. Maybe blue sky, maybe mountains, way off in the distance. But it's so far over there, and there's so much space between you and whatever it is, you put it out of your mind. No point fretting over it. No boredom now. You're overloaded with things to do, running around and dating and partying and shopping and visiting and laughing and making plans for all the time that stretches ahead. The stuff doesn't hang heavy on your hands like it used to, but there's so darn much, it's easy to squander. Don't matter what you do, how much you waste, every morning when you wake up, there's nothing but another day chock full to brimming with more. You reach 30, knowing you still got scads of the dreaded stuff, but you're nagged with a twinge of worry 'cause that mountain, or whatever's standing in the distance, is moving closer. Takes a year, maybe two, for it to even take a baby step, but it's moving all right. No time to worry, though, what with the family and the kids and the job and the house, and fact is, there's so much to fill up the days, you get in the habit of staying up later every night so's you can squeeze the last bit of juice out of living. Comes age 40 and 50, you wake up one morning to discover, my goodness, you're halfway and more to whatever it is that waits patiently in the distance. You know you're not rushing, but you sure do seem to be moving faster. You'd like to slow down, stretch the days out, but they keep flashing by like cards shuffled by an expert dealer. You pass age 60, 70's on the horizon, and gee, but ain't it a sight how time flies? One day you discover that the desert that once stretched out ahead has somehow gotten all twisted around. It's behind you now. You have to turn your head to even see it. And now that it's past, it's no desert at all, but a vast, rich land filled with people known and places seen, crowded with all manner of grand, wonderful happenings that you simply cannot bear to leave behind. Today, yesterday, and tomorrow all gather at the precipice where you now stand peering ahead. And yes, there is some desert ahead, but the space is short, so short, you spend a lot of time calculating in the back of your mind how little time it will take to cross it. Overnight, time starts hanging heavy on your hands again, like it did when you were a kid, all sticky like syrup. You go to bed with the chickens and get up before dawn because, well, what else is there to do? And finally, there is plenty of time to do what you put off for decades. Contemplate what lies ahead. Golly, but it's close. You sit and look and study, and suddenly the realization hits like a punch in the gut, and the words shout not from your mouth but from your soul. Why, it's not a mountain at all, it's a wall. Nothing in the world but a wall. Sure, and now you know what all that time was for. To make plans for getting through that wall, across it, beyond it. Gee, but